Hey everybody, I'm getting ready to cook New Year's Eve supper and I thought I would share it with y'all. I am making beef stew and I'm making it in our Dutch oven rock crock. I'm going to show you how it's done. Did everybody have a good Christmas? Here we are already at New Year's Eve. So I hope everybody had a good Christmas. I'm going to take and put some oil, and I like to use coconut oil. It's really good for you. It's healthy, good for you. Got to turn on the stove. And so I'm just going to scoop out a little bit of this into the rock crock. And this is a Dutch oven rock crock, Pampered Chef Dutch oven rock crock. Get that going. I've got an onion here also. So what are y'all making for New Year's Eve? Tomorrow I am making some black-eyed peas and ham, and then I'm also going to make some collards. So, you know, the Southern tradition. We've got to have our Southern tradition going. Once this gets heated up, I'm going to throw these in there and brown them. Now, normally I would put flour on these just to have like a crust on them and brown them up and everything, but I'm trying to do low carbs, so I'm not going to really put any flour on them. I'm going to season them real good. And I'm going to use Pampered Chef 3 onion rub, and this is really good for, you know, any meats, anything that you cook that you want to have a nice onion flavor. This is really a great go-to. And also I have some garlic and herb rub, which is another one that's great in these kinds of dishes. Oh, and I always say there's never enough spice. This one is the slow cooker herb and onion. Now this one, for some reason, it makes it taste like you've cooked it all day. I am going to use a slow cooker, but our Pampered Chef slow cooker, this is it right here. I just moved this over to this after I finish browning things up. But ours seems to cook a little bit faster than most of the slow cookers, so I kind of like that. So I've got some of that oil in here, and now I'm going to take and put the meat in here, and I'm using our chef knife, and I was going to cut up this meat into smaller chunks, but I think it'll be okay. Looks pretty good to me. They're not really that big anyway, so we're going to throw them right in there. And then I'm going to add, once I get this browned up and everything, I'm going to add a bunch of vegetables. So what are y'all cooking? Let me see if anybody, I don't see anybody saying what they're cooking. Y'all gotta be cooking something. You gotta eat. I'll tell you what I want. I want some oysters. I have not had any oysters this year, and it's getting pretty bad now, because that by now I would have had bunches of oysters. So if y'all know of anybody that has any oysters, let me know, because I'd rather be having that than this, but hey. But yeah, this is the rock crock, and we have a bunch of different sizes. This is the Dutch oven. We do have a everyday pan, which is just, it's the same size, only it has smaller sides. So this one is better for stews. We also have one that's good for like side dishes. These are heat safe to 752 degrees. They can go outside on your grill. If you want to put some baked beans out on your grill while you're grilling up your steaks, these you can throw right on your grill, and they are heat safe. Now the lid is tempered glass, and it is not heat safe to that hot, but it is. They all come with a lid. And this little guy that I've got on top here, these are my Mick Jagger lips, okay? So what this is if you want to take and put it on top of the lid to keep from getting, if it gets too hot. And also taking things out of the microwave. They're really good for that. They come in a set of 2, so you can grip whatever you need to grip. I use these a lot also. These are great for taking things out of the oven. They come up your arm. These are the Pampered Chef mitts, and they are a silicone mitt, so they keep you from getting burned. But while this is heating up, I'm going to put some seasoning on it, and I'm going to cut up an onion. And like I say, I am using the Forged Cutlery. These are brand new, by the way. This is a Forged Cutlery chef knife, Pampered Chef chef knife. As you can see, it has a little spot here where you hold onto the knife. You're supposed to hold the knife like this. I've always held it like this, and I learned that you're supposed to put your thumb right there and hold it like that when you're cutting something up. So I'm going to try to do it the right way to show y'all. And I have my little bar board. Y'all see the, yeah, y'all can see the bar board, okay? This is a smaller one. We do have larger ones. These are silicone boards. It has like a rubber around the edge, and that way it won't slip around on the counter. So that makes it good. And see, I'm going to cut this in half first. And these knives, y'all, are super, super sharp. If you need a good knife that's going to last you a lifetime, these have a lifetime warranty, and they will last you forever. I have some, as a matter of fact, I'll show you. This is my older one, and as you can tell, it's almost exactly like this one, and this one is probably 10 or 15 years old, and it is still super sharp. But your best friend in the kitchen is a super sharp knife. Always remember that. You've got to have a super sharp knife, because you may not know it, but you can get cut quicker on a dull knife than you can a sharp knife, because you're trying to push and get through the food, and you can't do it with a dull knife. So this cuts right through. We've got our meat heating up over here nicely. I'm going to use my garlic press to press some garlic in here. There it is right here. Get that going in just a minute. If you don't have a garlic press, this one is super awesome, y'all. You don't even have to peel your garlic. You just put it in here out of the bowl and pop it right in there and squeeze it right into the dish, or the pan. So that makes it super easy. Is anybody saying anything? Collards, black eyed peas, and ham. Paula, that's what I got tomorrow. Yummy stuff. Oh, and cornbread too. Yes, definitely the cornbread. Can't forget the cornbread. Pat, he loves cornbread. He loves any kind of bread, so I've got to cook some cornbread for him. It's not so good for me. Carbs make me fatter. So these onions, got those all chopped up. Gonna chop them a little bit more. And then I'll show you some of these spices here. We're going to get those in there too. And once we get everything all in the pot, then we're just going to take and put it on the slow cooker and let it cook. And it should be done in just a couple hours. It shouldn't take long at all. So we'll be eating about 7:30, but that's okay. I started this late anyway. And we had a late lunch, so no problem there. I'm just kind of rough chopping these onions to get them ready to go in. And give this a stir. And y'all, when you're using nylon tools like this, it's a lot better for your pans because it's not going to scratch on them. And Pampered Chef has a variety of nylon tools. Like this is a ladle. And it's so much better because you don't scratch up your pans, and you don't have to worry about that, and they last a very long time. I mean, these are I've probably had this one 10 years, I'm sure. Okay, let's throw the onions in there. Make sure we got them chopped up pretty good. And that's going to be smelling good here real soon. We have a wonderful special for January that I thought I would tell you about. I'm trying to get the word out to everybody because when I have my parties, I'll have people say, well, why didn't you let me know about this great special in January? And I'm like, oh, I thought I did. I posted it on Facebook and everything. But for January, it's double free. So if you host a party in January, you get double free. When your party reaches $650, which my average parties are anywhere from $650 to $700, you get, instead of $115, you get $230 absolutely free, along with the other benefits that that you get. It's just not the free stuff. You also get half price items. You get 20. Well, at that amount, you would probably get 25% off. You also get a 10% discount for a full year. So any party that you go to, you get to use your 10% discount, or you can order online at any time. So let me get back to my beef stew here, and it is cooking up nicely. Okay, and I'm going to take the garlic press here. This is the garlic press, and I'm going to, like I said, pop this garlic right in here. Not even going to peel it, just going to pop it right in the press, and I'm going to squeeze it into the dish, and then just take and scrape that off. You never, like I say, you never have to touch the garlic. You just take the peel right out and dispose of that. Rachel Ray has a garbage bowl. I have a garbage bag. So I'm going to put that right in the garbage bag. And do another one. I mean, it's super easy. And fresh garlic is so good for you also. It has really good health properties. And it makes dishes just so flavorful. If you don't use garlic, you really should, because it makes everything really have a lot more flavor. So, okay, and stir that up. Yeah, and I've heard a lot of people talking about the Instapots, and we have a pressure cooker that cooks really well, and you know, I use that from time to time. I use my Rock Crocs a lot. I mean, they are probably one of the go-to things in my kitchen. But the Instapots, you know, you're still going to need things like nylon tools. You're going to need good knives to cut up whatever you're going to cook. You're going to need a cutting board. Those things are just, you know, staples of the kitchen. This is almost ready. And like I say, this is a vegetable beef stew. So I'm going to get, this cap is actually a tablespoon, I believe. So I'm going to put some of that, about a half a tablespoon. And this is the 3 onion rub. And this has just wonderful flavor. It has the red, yellow, and white onion in it. And our spices last 9 months. They are fresh for 9 months. If y'all didn't know that, the ones that you get at the grocery store are, and I try to tell everybody this, and they're like, oh, I've had mine in my cupboard for probably 10 years, you know. I'm like, you need to throw that out, okay? But anyway, these last, or they're fresh for 9 months, and the ones in the grocery store are only fresh for 3 months. So they don't last me that long because I use them every day. So get a facial here. Okay, and this is a great one also, the herb and onion, and I think I'm on, well, this one's got garlic. But this is 4 slow cookers, and I am not a baker, so I don't measure anything. I like to, I say you can never have enough cheese or enough chocolate, so I don't measure anything. I just pretty much just kind of, and it turns out pretty good, so I must be doing something right. Gonna put some of that in there. And let's see what else. We're gonna let that cook a little more. And this is just pretty much a throw it in the pot beef stew. Because once this is cooked, then I'm gonna put it on the slow cooker, and it really probably shouldn't take no more than an hour because everything I'm putting in it, I'm just putting canned goods in it, which makes it fast and easy. So there are 3 ways that you can get Pampered Chef products in your kitchen. The one is you can have a party and get free and discounted products. I do not only virtual parties, but I do live parties, of course. The virtual have been really good. Like this summer, you know, I did a bunch of virtual parties, and when the weather's bad, you can still do a virtual party, which is great. And the other way, you can join my team, which you would just go to my website and say become consultant. And once you do that, you will get all kinds of products in your kit. And then you're never alone. As far as once you buy the kit, we don't turn you loose. We train you, and Pampered Chef has a website. It's called PC University, Pampered Chef University. They train you how to do parties, virtual parties, and live parties. And if you want to just be a hobby consultant, you know, you just want to buy the kit and maybe have 1 show a month, that's perfectly fine. Or if you want to have 20 shows a month, whether they're virtual or a combination of both. It's very versatile. And that's what I love about it. That's why I've been doing it for 17 years, because I've either done it had my own business beside a full-time job or part-time job. And it's worked out really well for me, and it's something that I just can't imagine not doing. Not only because I've done it so long, but because I love it. It's great helping people get good quality cookware in their kitchen. It's also great helping people start their own business. It's something where you have the freedom, and for those of you who have your own business, you know the freedom is so worth it. There's no stress. It's working for yourself. You're the CEO. I'm the CEO of me. It is wonderful. I think this is about ready to add some vegetables, and then I am going to put it over here on the slow cooker. And this slow cooker has 3 settings: low, medium, low and high and warm. And I initially put it on high. Once it gets heated up, then I turn it down to low, because this one is a little bit hotter than your normal slow cooker base. And if you have any of the Rock Crocs, there's only 2 that fit in the base. That is the Dutch oven and the Everyday. The bigger one, we have one that's huge. It is the one that I cook big batches of, like collards and clam chowder and things in. But it goes on the stove. It's not really for a slow cooker. This vessel will go in the microwave. It'll go in the oven. It can go under the broiler on top of the stove, as you can see. It'll go in the microwave. I've cooked many cakes, anything from a s'mores cake to upside down pineapple cake. I've cooked in the microwave. It turns out delicious. It is just so nice to be able to cook a cake in the microwave, in like 8-10 minutes. It's awesome. And so now I'm going to throw in some of these vegetables. And I'm going to throw some of the juice in, but not all of them, because we don't want too much juice in there. A lot of the juice comes from the meat, and the Rock Croc, it retains the juices, so that's also a plus about the Rock Crocs. So what is everybody doing tonight for the new year? We are staying in and staying warm because it is freezing outside. It is treacherous out there. I told everybody I wanted it to be so cold that it cracked under my feet, Yeah, that's what it's doing. Because I was so tired of being hot. You know, we have so many summer months and so many months in the fall where it's really hot that I'm ready for winter. And then when winter gets here and Christmas is gone, I'm ready for summer again. But that's just the way it is. So I'm going to stir this up. And then I think I'm going to add some tomatoes also. And that seasoning is really going to make this taste rich, like you've cooked it all day, because that seasoning is for, I think I'm going to add a little bit more. This is the wrong one. But this is our slow cooker herb and onion seasoning. And this is just, I don't know what it is about it, but it makes it taste like you have cooked it all day. I mean, I don't know what it is. It's good stuff. And for those of you that do use the seasonings, if you need me to order you some of the seasonings, I can do that at any time for you. That is no problem. I'm using our Pampered Chef Smooth Edge can opener, and this is an older one. I've probably had this one 10 years, and it's getting to where I need to go around the can twice, but it still works. So I can send it back and get another one. That's the great thing about all of our products have a 30-day money-back guarantee, and then everything has a year warranty. And after that, like our knives have a lifetime warranty, our cookware has a lifetime warranty. Some things have 5-year warranties. So it's awesome to you know, a product or a company to stand behind their products. I was talking to someone the other day, and they said, "Well, those things last forever." And I'm like, "Yes, that's a good thing." But we are getting new products. As a matter of fact, they're coming out in, let's see, in a couple of months. So if you have looked at the catalog and you say, "Oh, I've got all of this," well, I don't even have all of this. But you know, we are coming out with some new products, and they do come out with new summer products, spring products. Like this, you know, Christmas we had some extra products. So always, you know, you can go to the website and see what's new. And my website is www.pamperedchef.biz/Chef Marcia, Marcia. And you can go there and you can order anytime. If you have a past host discount, you can use your discount, your 10% discount anytime. If your order is $75 or more before tax and shipping, you get something absolutely free. When I go to Walmart and I get a cartload, well, it's not really a cartload for $75, but I don't get anything for free, especially something that costs $15. So that's a good thing. I've got all my vegetables in here. I've got the meat browned up, and now I'm going to move it over to the slow cooker stand. Okay, so, and that's not bad. This is not really that hot, but you can't move it. So, and so that is about it. I think I'll be back and show you the finished product, because that's going to be some yummy good stuff. If anybody has any questions, feel free to message me anytime. And as I said before, there's 3 ways that you can get Pampered Chef products in your kitchen. One is to have a party, host a virtual or live party. I'll be glad to do one for you. The second way is to join my team. You can go to my website and join my team anytime, or give me a call if you have questions, or message me if you have questions. And the third way is you could just go to my website and place an order anytime. It's just that simple. Y'all, thanks for watching, and I'm going to be doing more videos coming up, because I really like to share all the products that we have to offer. So stay tuned, and you'll see more videos in 2018. And Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks.